Hey guys, so I have a bit of a confession to make today. I'm not feeling well.
Oh.
I'm actually not feeling well at all. But I'm skipping D&D tonight. I was gonna wear my Gilmore shirt, which those of you who watch Critical Role knows how much that means, but I really feel like crap. And so I decided that coming home at midnight from Brooklyn was probably not the best thing to do for my health. So I didn't go to Brooklyn for D&D tonight. However, instead,
you have a confession to make?
I have another confession to make. Confessions part 2. Eric dragged me to a different board game store instead.
I dragged you?
We went together willingly. We went to the brand new, today was their opening day. It is a new store that is 10 blocks from our house, which in New York terms is very close.
Very close.
Very close. It is called Hex & Company. It just opened on Broadway and 112th. It's owned by the people who own Brooklyn Strategist.
And the Uncommons.
So they just opened today. Today was their official first day open, and we basically came in like a whirlwind. And we're like, "Hey guys, what do you guys have all the games? Do you play Warhammer?
Do you Warhammer? You do RPGs?
Do you have RPGs?
Wait, you sell games?
You have D&D?
You sell alcohol here?
Not yet, but they will soon. They have coffee. They have sandwiches. They have. You can play all the games they have in stock that are open.
And the guy just got back from Gen Con with a bunch of games?
Yeah, the owner was just at Gen Con.
One of the owners.
And he was like, "Here, let's take the plastic wrap off of this game because no one's played it before. You want to play it? It's free to play today because of their opening day. Here, come in and play." And so we played a bunch. I played games, even though I didn't go to D&D. I feel really bad, but we still made it home basically when D&D started, and I feel like crap, and I'm going to sleep after this. So I still think I made the best decision. I feel kind of bad that I did happen to do other board games in lieu of, but not bad about not coming home at midnight because I really am going to go to sleep like right after this is over. However, so we played 2 games. Two. Do you want to explain them?
The first one was...
Flamme Rouge?
Not Flambe.
No. Flamme.
Flamme?
I don't know.
Flamme?
It's a French game. You're a bicyclist. You're racing bikes. Like
it was actually really cool.
Tour de France style.
You put, tile together to create a track. They are the whole thing is pretty much on playing cards, except for the track.
And
the playing cards,
bike guys.
Right, the playing cards tell you how to put the track together.
Mm-hmm. They tell you how fast your bicyclist goes, and then there are different. There
are two cards. There's a sprinter.
And I don't remember the other one.
It was with an R.
Roulette.
Sure. So you have to draw from the sprinter 4 cards. You pick one, and they have numbers on them to say how far you'll go. Mm-hmm. You pick one, you play that one, you put the remaining 3 underneath your deck that you'll draw back eventually. Mm-hmm. And the one you played gets discarded from the game. Which
I didn't take into account when I started playing,
no, you did not.
And I didn't think about it till I got halfway through, and then I was like, crap, I'm not getting any of those big cards back. That's a problem. Anyway, and then there's effects that happen when you get to the end of a round, like you take exhaustion points if you're in the lead because people are drafting behind you. Like, they put a lot of biking stuff into it. I got to go first because I rode the Peloton this morning.
I was one of the
last person to ride a bike.
Going first didn't help you.
No, I lost.
You lost.
By 1 space.
It was amazing.
By 1 space.
I was really happy about that.
Anyway, but we also played another game after that. We doubled down. We played 2 games today because they were doing a demo of
Expedition!
Which is a game that came out on Kickstarter about a year ago, but they're currently in their 2nd Kickstarter for the first expansion.
Yep.
I think I said that right.
I believe you could get this game and the expansion for $30 on Kickstarter.
Is that what the deal is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we picked up our own copy, but the premise of the game is it is a card-based RPG that you use an app to play. The app is the DM or GM, depending on your...
This is DM.
No, it's not D&D. I would say GM. The app is your GM. And so therefore everyone gets to play and be a character.
1 to 6 players.
1 to 6 players, and it's funny because we started with just the 2 of us, and then we added 2 more, and then we added 1 more, so it ended up being party of 5. It was very fun. I still read everything because I apparently can't help myself and I have to GM.
Well, the app walks you through
everything. The app
everything.
really does walk you through everything. There's some flavor text that you read as you go along, but the app is required to be able to play because it basically takes you through the turn order. It leads you on the scenarios, all of that.
What I like about it, so you'll draw cards, 3 cards at random from your deck, your hand,
deck,
whatever. And then the app tells you don't look at what you've drawn and start the timer. So you'll start the timer and
flip your cards over,
and it starts counting down 10 seconds. You flip your cards over. You have 10 seconds to pick a card, which is a spell or an attack. Put it down, and then you have to put your finger on the phone
on
or
the
iPad
or whatever you're playing
on your device to stop the timer. And once again, if it knows that there are 2 people playing, you both have to put it on there to stop the timer.
Correct.
If you don't stop the timer, you take some kind of
extra damage.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was neat. With more people, I would like to use an iPad.
That's fair, because a phone is a small thing, and the game spreads out. I mean, you have people sitting around the table. A phone is pretty hard to reach. Excuse me. I really liked it. I liked that it was pretty quick. We played the beginner scenario. We fought one thing. It took us like 1 turn to kill it, 1.5 turns to kill it. So it wasn't necessarily a complex situation, but I could see how it could stack. And I asked the guy, and he said, yes, you can play it as a campaign. So you would gain cards over time and build up your deck, and you would learn your cards that are in your deck. So when you flip them, when you're hitting the timer, you could very quickly glance at them, and you would know what each one of them does without having to read all of the text on the card. Whereas we were just like, that one, because I don't know what it does, but it might do something good.
There you go, I have 10 seconds.
So,
did he say something about people creating?
Yeah, and apparently there's an open forum, basically, when they're doing contests every month. If you create your own adventure scenario for them, you can win stuff.
Yeah.
Eric was like, you should do that. I was like, with what free time?
Right. No, but it was really cool. I mean, we could have kickstarted it and
but then we would have
gotten the expansion, but you know, I wanted to support our new local game store.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be there a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like I'm probably going to be there a lot.
Basically, I'm setting up direct deposit to them instead of to our bank account at this point.
They're doing Warhammer.
Eric's going to have a place to play Warhammer.
They're doing Magic.
Yeah.
They're doing RPG games.
Yep.
Store run.
And customer run.
And customer run.
Basically, it's going to be our hangout when we're not at home, I have a feeling. Because they also are going to have food and drinks. And
unless they can rent like a space and I can put a bed there.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, you never know.
But yeah, it's a great store. It's a great lab. The guys seem really nice there, and some of our friends from Brooklyn Strategists are going to be working there. So really cool. That's really cool because it's fun to build relationships. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about D&D.
What do you mean?
Brooklyn's really far, guys.
It's really far.
Tuesdays are really late. I'm whiny, but that's partially because I'm sick, but also because it's really far.
It's really far and really late.
I'm having to make some hard choices.
That is sad. You've been going to Brooklyn for how many months?
We've had 13 sessions. Tonight was going to be session 14. I handed my player sheet over to someone else to play.
Wow.
My friend Natalia is playing as me tonight because she was we were splitting the party. This is a bad night for me to miss, guys.
So this is sad, so...
Yeah. She was going to be me.
You'll have to
go interrogate some people.
But we don't know if you do stop going to Brooklyn. When
I'll
you
get
stop
a new
going,
game.
Right? And we're not sure if you're going to play in one or if you're going to run one eventually.
I probably should just play.
We'll see what happens.
I have our game to play.
Yeah, we'll see.
Plan. Excuse me.
But I'm super excited about this new store. We've spoken to both owners and asked if we can come around and, you know, do a thing on the store so you guys could
we might
learn more about it.
A condition nerd on location.
Ooh, on location. They're super duper new. Like they're still
unboxing boxes.
Unboxing, putting lights in.
Yeah, it was like, you know, kind of laid back. There were a bunch of kids in there playing games with their parents, which was really sweet.
It was really neat to see kids
really
run
nice.
in, like super excited to play games.
They were so excited. They were like, Dad, look at this one. What does this do? And Dad's like looking at D&D.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's nice, honey. Like flipping. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is going to be fantastic for the neighborhood. It's a very...
It really is. It's near a college. So we think a lot of college kids are going to come around and play some D&D.
I bet Friday nights in there are going to be insanity.
It's going to be insanity. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah, but they haven't released the schedule yet of when things are happening. It's too new. Today was their first day. They haven't even been open 24 hours. So we are anxiously anticipating when they start getting schedules together, and we will be frequent customers, I have a feeling.
Yeah, you know, I love Amazon. Amazon's fantastic.
Yep.
But to know that I'm going to have a local store that I would like to build a relationship with, I imagine buying some stuff.
The thing that I'm most excited about, actually there's two things when it comes to this one. One, he can potentially store his Warhammer there.
It is true.
He can store his Warhammer there. For
And
those of
Malifaux.
you who knows what that means, that's a big one.
And Malifaux.
And Malifaux. Number two, they have new games that we don't have to play. He can go there and play games before he wants to buy them, which means some of the things he purchases don't have to be purchased now, because he'll play them and be like, yeah, that was all right.
Fair.
I don't necessarily need to add it to my collection, because guess what? It'll always be here if I want to play it again.
Fair.
Because you may not need every game.
That's not the case when it comes to war games.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about board games. Not every board game you see, you're going to have to buy now.
That's
because
true.
You have a library that's basically open to you, and it's full of board games. They had a ton of board games that were from Gen Con that were still in shrink wrap that we were totally allowed to play. They have City of Splendor, which I really want to play. Like, if I'm feeling better tomorrow, I want to go back, basically, and play it tomorrow.
They have Twilight Imperium 4th edition ready to play.
Eric's ready.
Unopened.
Who's ready to play with Eric?
Oh, I'm
not it.
Come down to Hex and Boards.
No,
Boards
Hex
and
and
Hex.
Co.
Hex and Co. Let's play some Twilight Imperium 4.
That'll be a whole thing separate from
It
this.
will be a whole thing.
Anyway.
It's a good store. Like I said, we will have more on Hex
We're
and
just
Co.
really excited about it.
real soon. Hopefully she's going to get better. Tomorrow, or when you're watching this,
First day of school, guys.
school's in effect. She can't handle it.
I don't feel good.
She'll be alright.
I don't feel good.
Feel better.
Okay.
There we go. Alright. Definitely check this out on Kickstarter. Expedition. I think it's Expedition RPG, or just look up Expedition. Like I said, they have a expansion going on right now. I think it
adds personas so that you can have extra character traits and things to flesh out your character a little more.
And they're talking about doing other things, like adding voice acting and stuff later on down the road. So it sounds like they're really trying to do something with this. And it really is an RPG game in a little box.
It's small.
Big fan of that. I kind of do like apps also.
Yes, you do.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.
As always.
Hope you had a great day.
Yep.
Do not forget to like and subscribe.
That's right.
She'll feel better soon.
I hope.
And we'll talk to you next time.